You cannot prevent the birds of sadness from passing over your head, but you can prevent them making a nest in your hair. Sadness is inevitable. You don't want it to overstay its welcome. What we tend to do within our own mind is ruminate, reminisce, and replay a lot within our head. You know, we find it hard to let the sadness go. It is selfishness for the loss of what we've lost within our life. It's quite understandable. We need to grieve. But it comes to a point where you may wallow within that grief, where it goes past its natural process. That's why a lot of old religions, faiths, customs had, like a month mourning period or whatever, in which, sometimes up to a year or longer, continually, the widow wearing black, for example, is a sign of respect. But you don't want it to overstay its welcome, you don't want to hold on to it, because if you hold on to it, you ruminate on it, you think about it a lot, you start falling into states of depression and melancholy, real depth of loss and suffering, really. But sadness, the more that you think about it, what's making you sad, and the more you keep it alive, the more you're feeding it. And so we have to come to the awful and true conclusion that life, while you're living it, must go on. The world will continue to turn regardless. As devastating and earth-shaking and life-altering as it can be, you cannot allow sadness to make a home within your heart or mind, because it will drag you down to the depths of despair, into the abyss where you may never return from. Some people will lose themselves in there and be unable, like a drowning man, to recover themselves. So it's an old Chinese proverb that, again, they're simplistic and straightforward, but they carry a lot of weight and depth and are worthy of the time to review. And you take something from them. That's what they were there for, right? Wisdom.